Hey folks, today is December the 16th. It's currently 8:47 in the afternoon. We're going to look at doing our Trend Hunter week number 2 update and review. If you guys recall, last week we had a phenomenal start and we earned 5.09%. And this was our first week of testing. So let's go ahead and jump in and see how the Trend Hunter did this week. And as we scroll down to the MyFX book widget, we can see here overall we're up 6.82%. So this week we earned 1.65% or $86.50 overall for the month of December. We're now up 6.82% and we still have 2 weeks to go in the month. And let's come over here to summary, and you can see here are the three pairs that we trade, and we can see the totals. At present, Euro GBP, we've taken 5 trades, 100% winners. Euro USD, we've taken 3 trades, 100% winners. USD MXN, we've taken 1 trade, and that was also a winner. Definitely a great start overall. $341 so far for the month. All right, let's go ahead, check out the news. We did have a lot of high impact news this week. So we can see here on Monday out of GBP we had GDP. On Tuesday out of GBP we had claimant count change. Out of the US we had CPI here and also core CPI. And let's keep going down. On Wednesday we had CPI out of GBP. Also on Wednesday, FOMC out of the US. Employment change out of Australia. Let's keep on going down to Thursday. And we can see here Swiss franc, SNB policy rates. Keep going down for Thursday. We had core retail sales out of the U.S., Philly Fed out of the U.S., retail sales out of the U.S. Friday, we had French flash services, Euro, flash manufacturing PMI out of GBP, flash services PMI out of the U.S. So like I said, a lot of high impact news releases this week. So let's see how the Trend Hunter robot did with all of this trending. You can see here, nice healthy spike up. And we can come over here, Euro GBP. Again, nice healthy spike up. And over here, overall, I don't know, we started kind of going sideways here. What was the first day of the week? Looks like the 12th was the first day of the week. So this trade was most likely last week. All right, let's go ahead. As we can see, no trades open going into the weekend, which is always a good thing. Balance 5,341. And first day of the week was the 12th. So let's go ahead and see who closed out some trades for us this week. All right, so looks like we got started right here. So we closed out 4 trades. Euro USD, Euro GBP, Euro USD, Euro GBP. As we can see, all nice winning trades. Euro USD, and that was on the 15th that trade got closed out. One interesting thing that I saw is that the trailing stop gets kicked in. You can go into your journal and take a look and see when that trailing stop kicks in, but it was interesting to watch that happen. As we can see here, we took a short trade right here, and our trailing stop kicked in right there at that level and got us out of the trade. And we can see right here, we immediately got entered. Well, not immediately. These are 1 hour bars, but a few hours later, we got into this buy trade right here. And it actually went up pretty swiftly and hit our profit target right there, as you can see. All right, let's check out the next trade. And this was on Euro GBP. This was a sell trade, and it closed on the 14th. And where is that? All right, so it looks like this little grouping right here. And this was the take profit level. Excuse me. And as you can see, entered here. Market went down, came back up, took us out right there. And Euro USD, this is the buy that I already showed you guys right here. And that last trade is another sell, also profitable. And this one closed out on the 16th, as we can see here. So again, market went against us initially, came back down, trailing stop, kicked in most likely, and took us out right there for a small profit. So definitely things are going well overall, as you can see here. Every one of our trades that we've taken at this point has been a winning trade. So definitely cannot complain. I'm interested to see how the vendor's account did this week. And let's come over here, scroll down, and we'll click right here. All right, so the vendor did 2.83% this week. Let's see what trades the vendor took. Let's close that out. All right, so this week the vendor closed 12.9. That was last week, and it's showing this. Okay. Let me refresh that again. All right, so the vendor didn't take any trades this week. It's possible that the vendor has the EA shut off. We can't see if there are any open trades right now, but it is possible that the vendor has shut the EA off going into the Christmas period here, and that is in the next 2 weeks or so. So if he did do that, I can definitely understand why, especially since it seems like we're typically out of trades going into the weekend, which is always a good thing. So after Christmas, we'll check next week, and likewise, if it's zeros across the board again next week, then most likely the vendor just simply has his robot turned off going into Christmas here, which is perfectly fine. But as is typical for me, I'm going to let it run. All right, let's come over here and see what questions we have. Refresh the page, pause that. All right, thank you for the great review. Keep up the great work, sir. Roger, thank you for watching. All right, James said, hello, Larry. Thanks for the update. I also heard a lot of good things about this EA. I just have one question. You chose FX Choice as your broker. However, I heard FX Choice does not accept U.S. clients. How are you able to set up your account with them? Yeah, I was, when I got started with FX Choice, they did accept U.S. citizens, and I just found out recently that they stopped accepting U.S. citizens. So I was kind of just grandfathered in since I've had my account for a few years now. But the vendor does have something that the people in the U.S. can go to. Like I said, as is typical, I want to try and test the EA out on the same broker that the vendor is using, just so I can see if I get the exact same results as the vendor. And right now the vendor is on FX Choice, even though they're also using MetaTrader 5. So that also might make a difference as far as the testing goes. So at this point, it just is what it is. Like I've said before, I can always do another test after the 2-month mark with the broker that they recommend, if that's something you guys want to see after we've done 2 months with FX Choice. And likewise, I can also again do MetaTrader 5 test as well. So there are a bunch of different variations of things that we could potentially do. You know, different different brokers, and also MetaTrader 5, which would be, we'd have to use the EA for the MetaTrader 5 platform. So we'll get to that. We'll come to that at the end of this 2-month test here. But like I said, an awesome start to the test. Last week, 5.09%. This week, 1.65%. Do expect things to slow down a bit as we get closer to Christmas, and then hopefully things will pick up a bit after the first few weeks of January, when some of the big players start to get back in the market. Anyway, I think I covered everything I wanted to. If you guys want to get more information about the Trend Hunter EA, you guys can check the link below. If you guys have any questions or want to report on your gains or losses, you can include them in the comment section below, and I will speak on those in the weekly updates. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next update. Take care, folks.